there's actually been a couple of movies I saw when I was a kid that I rewatched not too long ago, and they still hold up. Like the Spiderwick Chronicles movie.
Right.
That still holds up. Shoot, what was it? The series of unfortunate events movie. That still holds up.
Never seen that.
Yeah,
Never seen that. But
it's pretty good. It's the book series, the series of unfortunate events.
yeah, I've read those before, but I've never seen the movies.
There's only one movie. They did Netflix did a TV show where it's all
Oh,
of the books, but the movie it's the first three books. Yeah, the Netflix show it's I think it's 3 seasons, and I think each are 4 books each.
okay.
But I haven't watched that one. But yeah, in the movie you have like Jim Carrey is Count Olaf, and he's actually pretty
Okay.
good.
Really?
Oh yeah, that movie's got actually a big cast in it too. It
Dang.
yeah, I mean yeah, it has him, it has Meryl Streep, it has oh shoot, like I know Cedric the Entertainer makes an appearance. I know um, shoot, it's a lot of people in that movie where you're just like, oh my god, they're in this. They're more like character actors, but you've seen them before, and you're just like, oh my god, they're in this. Like, wow, that's shocking. Yeah, I recommend it. It was produced by Nickelodeon too, so
Oh, okay.
it was made back when Nickelodeon actually gave a shit about their movies,
Yeah,
and
they had some bomb stuff.
oh, especially recently, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, that's back when they were actually taking risks, and I believe that movie came out the same year as the SpongeBob movie, the first one.
Okay.
So it was back when they were getting like, you know, they were for kids, but it was for kids that can actually, you know, hold on to stuff. So there are actually times in the movie where it does get pretty dark. Um, much like the first SpongeBob movie, there were times where it was like, oh crap, they're actually doing that. Like, okay. Um,
And the SpongeBob movies are just in general kind of weird.
well, it's SpongeBob, so it's
I
it's
mean,
weird
yeah,
in
you're
general.
right.
But um, I yeah, with Spider Chronicles, that still holds up. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I still don't know why they're doing a TV show of it. And originally Disney had it, and then it wasn't going anywhere, and then they canceled it. To then I think another streaming service has it, but it's not like one of the top ones. It's not like I don't think it's Prime. I don't think it's HBO. I don't think it's Netflix or any of that. I think it's like
Not
almost
Paramount?
not Paramount. I think it's like a Crackle, where it's like
You're
a
joking.
yeah, it's something like that. And it was like really, so I don't think anyone's gonna watch it.
No,
Um,
because nobody watches Crackle. Okay,
mm,
I'm just saying. I mean, it would be
um,
better if Peacock had it. At least Peacock has FNAF.
well, yeah, but with the Spider Chronicles movie, that one was done by Nickelodeon or
Mm-hmm.
Paramount. So I think Paramount did have the rights to it. They just gave it to Disney because I think originally that movie was supposed to set up a sequel, and it just never happened. And so then they're just like, okay, Disney, do you want the rights to this? Sure. And they took it, tried making a TV show of it. It wasn't going anywhere, so then they sold it.
Oh, here it is. In October of 2023, the Roku channel had picked up the US exclusive rights to the series, which will premiere in early 2024 and consist of 8 episodes. So,
Yeah,
Roku. It's
yeah,
better than
Rogue.
Crackle.
Is it though?
No, it's
Yeah,
probably on par with it.
yeah. But yeah, the movie still holds up. Um, and then when I rewatched it, I was like, wow, there's actually a lot of people in this one too. Um, Yeah, like it has a babyface Freddie Highmore before he became involved with Bates Motel, and then was it the Good Doctor? Yeah, so it was back when he was like babyface. And I was like, whoa, okay. I know it has like the voices of like Seth Rogen,
Oh,
I think Martin
okay.
Short as well. So yeah, that one still holds up, and that one gets dark at times. And it's like, see, this is what I miss about children's entertainment. Like, they would legitimately get dark, and
I
yeah,
always wondered that too. I was like, I don't understand because at most parts it was either it gets really dark and serious and like super mature, or it gets really innuendo. You know,
well, that was
I
the two
I don't.
thousands.
I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, they just kind of hid it in plain sight, and we would just kind of accept it because we didn't know what the entire meaning was.
Well, yeah.
I mean, we were like 10. We weren't supposed to know anything about that.
Well, yeah, like yeah, the 2000s, like I said, like Scooby Doo is all about, it was innuendos. Um, Series of Unfortunate Events and Spider Chronicles, they would legitimately get dark. Um,
Mm,
Even like I rewatched Zathura, and
such a
I
good,
yeah, I keep forgetting how good that movie is. And yeah, there were parts of that where it got dark. Like,
very actually, yeah.
yeah, the thing where I was, every time when I watched it, it was just like, oh crap, and it was always the end where you
hmm
find out what Zathura actually is, and it was a fucking black hole, and it was like,
Well, yeah.
oh,
What I always wondered that. I was like, where? Because they're supposed to be in space. It's Zathura, a
mm-hmm,
space adventure. But then I was like, where the hell are they? You
mm-hmm.
know, what is the space that they're talking about? You know, they don't really go into it. And now that you're thinking about it, like it's a black hole. They're gonna die either way in a
Well, and
black
then
hole.
that's what, yeah, in that movie, that's how they got back home, because the black hole basically restarted everything. It
Mm,
very much like the Jumanji thing, where once he hit the middle, everything got sucked into the game, like back in. And with that, it was like everything got sucked back in, and the only way to really do that in space is with a black hole. And it was like, oh my
yeah.
god, that's just crazy. And you know what also is pretty crazy is
Mm.
Zathura and Elf are the same director. It's Jon Favreau,
Wow.
who then went on to start the MCU and then is doing Star Wars stuff. So yeah, when
I don't watch a lot of Star Wars. You?
uh, um, well, when it was announced that he was working on the Mandalorian, I was going like, you know what, I can actually see that because of Zathura. So I was like,
Hmm
so he has pretty much experience with that. But yeah, so like a whole bunch of movies back in the 2000s where I was just like, yeah, I saw this when I was a kid, and yeah, it's when you get older, you're just like, oh wow, that actually probably wasn't for me at that age.
Yeah, probably not. I mean, to be fair, as a kid, the only message you'll probably get out of this movie is to love your siblings with all your heart, or else they're gonna fucking die, you know? You
Sure,
won't.
yeah.
If you enjoyed this clip, be sure to listen to the full episode on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Subscribe for more from the cinematic duo.